Okay, so we're gonna keep it real casual because we've already done the formal get down. We've already done that. But how are you doing today, Nigel? What's life
Feeling
like?
good. Feeling real nice. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I was running errands, handling other business, and now I'm here with you. So this is long overdue. We've been trying to get this going for a minute now, so I'm
We got a
happy.
lot to talk about. Yeah, let's get into it.
We do. Okay, so my first question would be when you first started the show, you had little idea of what would take place. What would be one word you would use to describe how your experience has been going or how it went?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I first started the show, anxious. Um,
Yeah.
since watching the show,
How is it watching yourself back?
that's not me. That's a character. I didn't watch it as me. All right, so I didn't watch it and say, oh my gosh, this is going to be me. I watch it as this is a character that's on
Yeah.
TV as you would watch any other show. That's the only way to
Okay.
watch it. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't necessarily relate to the Nigel on screen? Is it two people? Who are you? What is it?
I mean, it's aspects of that person that looked a little familiar, but then there were other aspects where I was just like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Like, so that's what I did? All right, bet. Cool.
That all happened.
Like you were learning about yourself as you watched it.
No, I did not. That was not me. I'm telling you, that was a character. So I did not take it personally at all. I could never think about it. You've heard yourself talk before.
Yeah.
It's so hard to listen to yourself talk.
Oh my goodness.
And act or dating. Imagine being a fly on the wall while you're dating? Could you?
A first
Would you
date
ever want to do
on
that?
television. Ciao, bye.
First off, that first date was cringe in real life. That was like it was the most awkward moment of my life.
Ooh.
I was nervous. I didn't know what to say. I'm forgetting the girl's name. I'm just sitting here like, okay,
Yeah,
how's
yeah,
this
for
gonna look?
sure. Yeah.
It was crazy. No, I was so glad that it didn't feel that way watching that character, but it
Yeah.
was tough. It was real tough.
Oh my goodness. Well, we could speak on a positive was how was it cultivating the relationships with your castmates, seeing them embark upon this journey of discovery with their unknown people while you're doing it? What was that camaraderie like with you guys as a cast?
Yeah, so as a cast, it was really cool, right? So each person, like, regardless of what point in their life they met that person before, so let's just say elementary, right? So you're like, oh, this person came from elementary. And you're telling me stories about you when you were like 7 years old or however old you are in elementary. And you're really just getting to know so much about your castmates that now, by the end of the show, you felt like you really knew those people a lot. And in some cases, you were just like, I'm tired of y'all. I know way too much about you. I should not know that much about you. So, it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
My next thought would be, obviously, when you audition for the show or when the network reaches out and they give you the premise, the breakdown of what the show is about, were there, without saying their names or whatever you want to do, were there some people in mind when you were like preparing for the show, like, oh my gosh, girl might come back, or I would love if she came? Were there certain people in your mind that you were like, this would be cool if the show contacted them, or were you just, you don't know what's about to happen?
So from my perspective, I don't know what's about to happen because I stay in contact with everyone. What was more interesting was because like the people that I let into my life that know me, they really know me. So it's real interesting when you go back through like my high school. I'm talking to my high school basketball coach, and like the show's about to come out, and he's like, "Oh, I already know what's coming." You know what I mean? Or you talk to your middle school best friend, and he's like, "Oh, I already she's gonna be here, she's gonna be here." And then when they actually watch the show, they're like, "Huh, okay, all right," you know. So that part was more interesting.
What was your thought process like when you were preparing for your wardrobe? Because there's this one scene in particular where you have a poolside fashion moment that definitely left a mark on the show and on the audience. Walk me through the leather sweater jacket, no shirt, shorts, sneakers. Walk me through what was your feeling that day? What made you put on that ensemble?
You're not gonna believe this. So what I was actually gonna wear for this interview I was going to wear no shirt with a leather jacket. Just,
for this one.
For this one.
For the one we're doing right now.
It felt fitting. So
it felt fitting.
It felt fitting. As it did.
Nudity and leather felt fitting for the interview session.
So, okay, look, I'm going to promise you this. When I do this photo shoot.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm putting it out in the universe. It's going to happen. I'm going to do a photo shoot with a leather jacket and some swim trunks. And it's going to go viral. And everyone's going to love it. And let's not put too much pressure. By the end of the summer, everyone's going to want to do it. Swim week. Let me say this different.
Yeah.
Swim week 2023 in Miami.
Oh.
This is what's going to happen. So I'm going to put
leather
that out
swim.
Yeah.
You're innovating and trailblazing for the new design of leather swim.
I'm just telling you. And we missed it this year because Swim Week.
We missed it. Oh wow.
We missed it. Swim Week 2022 is happening right now in Miami. So we can't get that look.
We missed the mark on that, but we're gonna have it ready for next year.
Next year it's gonna be there. You're gonna see it. You're like, oh, that's a leather jacket line, and they're sporting those swim in Miami. Oh, this is happening. This is a real thing. I'm
really getting from this dialogue passion and a true interest in the pairing of the jacket and the shorts. So with that, is this something that you're looking to push to the market as a new styling tip, or are you wanting to start your own jacket line that crosses over for swimwear? What is the
I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. I'd be willing to say that's what's going to happen.
Well, there it is. It's going to happen.
Yes, I mean, look, you've been to California, right? And
I live in Cali.
You live in Cali, right? So at night it's cold, right?
Yeah.
Everybody want to be, the house in the hills. You want to be by the pool. You want to be vibing. You work out. You still want to show that you got a little something going on.
Oh, so
okay. At the same time, you still got to be fleeing. You still got to be able to show that you can do this.
I did not expect so much conviction.
Oh yeah.
Seriousness out of this question. I just knew it was going to go another direction, but you surprised me, and I'm happy for it. Well, y'all heard it here first. Nigel Sydnor is going to really have something coming for us summer 2023 because we missed this year. As he said, we missed it this year.
Swim Week 2023 in Miami, you're going to see the leather jacket swim line drop, and it's going to be in the biggest fashion show in Miami.
Well, let's pull back this clip when it happens, because if you said it, I believe it.
It's only right.
The next topic that I want to discuss is recently your mother made her television debut on the show.
Yeah.
So were you aware that your mother or that you guys as parents would be coming at all? And if not, what was your reaction when you saw her appear?
Yeah, so I knew there was going to be a surprise, right? They didn't tell us what the surprise would be, who it would be. But when my mom came in, I just knew she was just going to dominate because she's a star, right? And she showed up as a star always do at night. She showed up and she dominated.
Yeah. Oh, well, shout out to the mom. Yeah. She had some very serious and needed questioning for your prospective person at the time, asking her just a lot of questions. How do you feel the line of questioning went? Do you feel like your mom was fair, harsh, or she was doing exactly what a mother needs to do?
I think that my mom was detailed, right?
Yeah.
So I think that she understands that we went through this experience in a really short period of time.
Yeah.
And she wasn't really sure how long the dates were. I'm sure that she was sure that I asked some questions, but there could have been some questions that I hadn't gotten to.
You guys seem close, you and your mom.
Yeah, no, very close.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people in the world. Like she's amazing. She just glows. But I think that when she saw this person in particular, she looked a little bit different than the women that she's met in the past. So I think that in the case of one of her first questions being, you have a lot of tattoos.
Tattoos, yeah.
I've never brought someone home that's had a lot of tattoos.
So I
think that she just probably wanted to understand, what are these tattoos? What do they mean to you?
Yeah.
Yep. Tell me the story behind them.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
That's it. And then my mom has been married before. So to ask about the credit score, when you get married, sometimes you take on the debt of the other person.
You definitely do.
So she's just making sure
people shy away from financial topics, but in that short period of time, I could understand your mom's viewpoint. She's like, I
Top
don't know
five
how much
reasons.
longer we got. Yeah. Mhm.
Top 5 reasons for divorce. Finance is one of them.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at it holistically, and I'm about to make a serious decision as to whom I'm planning my future with,
Yeah.
if I don't ask these questions, who's going to ask them?
Mm.
It just happened to be cameras there. That's it.
There it goes. You have an answer for everything. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it.
I came there for love. I'm a lover. I came there for love. I came there to meet my match.
You just called yourself a lover. So with that,
I'm a lover. I didn't.
But with that,
come
what
here
what would you call your dating style? Like if you were to give your elevator pitch to a woman in like one sentence, or paraphrasing, what would you be able to say to her that would sell her on giving you the date? Since you're a lover and you seem like you're confident with yourself, what's your go-to explanation to get them to give you a date?
I mean, it's never pressure with me, right? So
Yeah.
I want you to be able to enjoy yourself and have something to go back and tell your friends. That's it.
Well, there it is. He wants you to enjoy yourself and have a story to tell your family.
That's it. Because I mean, you know what's gonna happen. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna
Mhm.
go on a date. You're gonna call your best friend, girl. I'm gonna be with them. Blah 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 blah. What are you gonna say?
That he wore a leather jacket with no shirt and
Because that's what she gonna ask. She gonna say, "What did he wear?" Girl, he was wearing that leather jacket with them swim trunks. Who would ever do that? Who would ever do that?
You would. I mean, we found the answer. You
I
would
do
do
it
it.
again. I would do it
It
again.
seems like you plan on making the world do it. Yeah, this is like you have a motive. I feel like you didn't go on the show for love. You went on to promote the ensemble of leather and swim.
Just when it catches on, just make sure they tag me. That's all I ask. That's it. Just make sure they tag me.
I mean, trends start in every way. Even things that don't even make sense start. So I have full belief in this.
Yo, like Kanye wear rain boots everywhere.
Yeah,
It don't even rain in LA. You
You're
don't
right.
him wear rain boots.
you're right.
I can't wear a leather jacket. He is a fashion mogul.
Your leather jacket had the inseam of a hoodie. So,
You know what? But see, I don't know if you saw the clip. I couldn't put the hood on. The hood and the helmets, they're for the football players. Us former athletes, basketball players, we don't cover up the face. We don't do that.
I know exactly what you mean. You're so.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
That is not a good general statement. Not all basketball players are attractive, and not all men with helmets are ugly underneath it.
Hey,
But I guess-
I'm just saying. It's a reason why they were attracted to the helmet. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Not concussion safety precautions, but to cover themselves. Okay.
They had something to hide.
Yeah. You know it. You know it all, Nigel. That's the thing. So I'm not going to refute anything you say, and I'm not. What surprised you about you on these dates? Like, wow, I'm more open than I thought, or wow, I had to develop this side of me, or I have to grow in this. What's something that you were realizing as you were dating on camera?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I realized was just being able to just be patient and being able to take a person. I didn't want to come in with any preconceived notions. I didn't want to think like, oh, I met you in my past, so you must be this way. I really just wanted to see where we would pick things up from, right? So we all, like, I met each and every person a different way. When I last saw them, we were in a different place, but where do we pick it up from? And as we date continually in the show, it's been a couple of days, since we've dated from date to date. What does that look like? What does it feel like? What type of energy are they going to bring? What have they been thinking about since I last saw them? What have I been thinking about? What did I journal about that day? So I just wanted to feel them and feel their energy.
That's a great response. As far as your ultimate goal, if you were to write your own story and it come true, because we know life has a way of doing its own thing, and God has his way of having his own plan and will for our life. So if you had it your way, ideally, when would you be married, or when would you start your family? Would it be this year, next year? When does Nigel Sydnor want to lock it down?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really growing into that moment right now. Right, I've had a lot of fun. I've dated quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. What does that mean?
Yeah, quite a bit. I've dated quite a bit. But I think that was actually crazy about the reputation that I get. any of my friends will tell you, I am one. I am not like one that's just gonna date you for a little bit. Like, and maybe it's a little bit to some people, but I at least want to kind of have that friendship and kind of just get to know you, who you are. I'm not one that's just gonna like throw you to the side. That's just, I think people are just too valuable, right? And I think that each person comes in our life for a specific reason. So I've just never been that person. So I just, I genuinely like to just feel people out and just understand why we're in each other's lives. But as far as marriage and just really understanding what that looks like and what my future is supposed to be, I'm still figuring it out. I'm currently dating right now. I have someone I really do care about that, it's just, I hold really close to my heart. But at the same time, it's just like, how do you navigate, like, at what point, because there's no direction, right? You can't read a book and say, okay, well, you guys have done this, this, and this. Now you should be engaged, or now you should start a family, or
it's a feeling, yeah.
That's it. So I don't want the pressure of feeling like I have to do something because we really enjoy each other's company. I just want to just enjoy the moments and the different scenarios and situations that we get to go through, and just having her by my side through this very vulnerable experience for me, watching the show, and I'm sure it's vulnerable for her because she has people that care about her that have also watched the show, right? So that's a different dynamic in its own.
Wow, I feel like that's a fair response. In it that as long as you communicate openly with your spouse and partner and let them know your thought process on the timeline for marriage or the lack of, and just openness, then I think it's fair. That's wonderful. Well, I won't have you speak too much about the girl because obviously people are still tuning in and we don't know who it might be. It could be someone from the show or someone all the way not on the show. So that's none of our business until it becomes our business.
Well, I don't think people care because, I don't, that part, they just,
You don't think people care about the end result for you?
I don't think, I do think they care about that. I don't, it's very interesting to see the way that people look at relationships. A number of people have reached out saying that they are married, but they feel like they are the one that got away. And how?
Oh, to you?
Yeah. How? I'm confused. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, the internet is a very powerful tool. But no, I'm very happy with what I have. I have an amazing person in my life.
Hey.
And
You better big her up. I love this for her. Whoever this is how a man is to reaffirm and openly explain his love or adoration. This is how it happens, fellas. Don't try and be too cool for school. That won't get you anywhere.
Look, I know the grass ain't greener. I'm not looking for nothing else. I'm happy. I got my baby. I'm chilling. The portal's closed, right? Ain't that what they say?
The portal. Lord, the fog, the smoke, all of that. Yeah. Well, since everyone knows you as Nigel Sydnor from, the show, what is an everyday day? What does an everyday day, I guess, look like for you? What does Nigel do outside of the show?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So what's important to me is my community, right? So my best friend and I, we started a company. We do real estate investing. We do real estate and community building back in Baltimore, where I'm from. Currently, we're building over 400 units right now. Some's going to be affordable housing. Some is just going to be what's called market rate, which is just for every single person. But what we want to do is we want to build housing, no matter if it's affordable housing or what's called market rate. We want to build housing that him and I would want to live in, or you and I would want to live in.
Yeah.
The other side of it is we want people that look like you and I to be able to invest in our communities instead of seeing other people invest in our communities. And
I see what you mean.
Do it.
Yep. So it's basically like getting ahead. Most of the properties may already be absorbed by a certain demographic, but if you guys build your own up, which is what you're literally saying, and then give your own people or kind or age group or whatever demographic opportunity to invest for others, then it gives us a leg up in the race to invest in our communities.
And we put money together all the time, right? Whether it's for vacations or if we want to just go to the club and get bottles, right? We put money together all the time. But why can't we put money together to build up our community? And why can't we rebuild neighborhoods? And that's my agenda. That's my motive. That's really what it's all about, right? How many lives can you impact over your time, right? And I believe that's my purpose, and that's what I live for.
Impact. That's dope. It is really dope. And all that came from a man with a leather jacket and swim trunks.
I mean, look, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, I can send you one.
Blew my mind. I
What you
said,
mean? Leather jacket, I can send you one.
on the screen. Right? And it's confidence though, so I give you that, and I'm not saying it was bad or good. It was just different. So I was like,
Twitter thinks it was bad. Twitter thinks it was bad.
Well, you know, Twitter, you could save a baby's life, and Twitter will still find a way to tear you apart. Literally. So it's kind of like Twitter's not the holy grail of the standard, but still on my own, I was like, okay, that ensemble. But you were standing there smiling. You were so happy. I was like, he's happy. If he's happy, then who are we to?
Was and still am. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I think it was a tremendous look, right? I think that between
tremendous
that
look.
Moment, yeah, I think it's a tremendous look. I think between that moment and between that moment and seeing my mom come out of the portal, those are two of the highlights for me.
Also, it's equivalent to the mother.
You
know what? I'm happy for you. And I'm just gonna rest in that. I am happy for you. And I do need to see this thought come into fruition. And I am excited to see it hit Miami 2020.
Front row seat. We gotta do this again in Miami. Yeah.
Please. I will cover it. Whatever media outlet or whatever I'm doing at that time, if I haven't taken over the world at that point, you let me know and I'm there.
Well, I mean, and if I need to be there to support you in my leather jacket, I can do that too. That's how we roll.
I appreciate it. Support shows up in different ways, they say.
That's right.
So literally and figuratively, and you would definitely be showing up.
No, I appreciate it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. Just leaving an impact, having an impact, and just, cultivating your own narrative.
You are funny. You're genuinely funny. So that's a good look. That's a good look. And again, hey girl, I'm really happy for whoever this is. I hope she's happy. I hope she can echo the same sentiments.
She's my piece. She's my piece.
Well, good. Continue to be hers.
I do my best.
Continue to be hers.
I get the privilege of choosing her every day.
And they throw us to the curb. Like, what?
I get the privilege
of all my pieces
her every day. I get that privilege, so I definitely want to make sure I make the right decision every day.
She needs to see this. I'm rooting for you, girl. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about that I haven't discussed before we wrap?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest takeaway that I would say that I would encourage people to do, you don't need a show to find your one that got away or your misconnection, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that that person will be the person that you'll be with forever, because in my case, a lot of people came out to date me and came through the portal that I didn't get the opportunity to date forever. But at the same time, that genuine connection, that misconnection, that opportunity, whether you go get a coffee, whether you go have dinner, whether you just pick up the phone and have a phone call, you'll really enjoy that conversation. You'll really see how much they've grown as well as how much you've grown and what they thought of you. So definitely take advantage of it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you can do.
Wow. Well, lastly, encourage the fans and let them know why they should tune in to The One I Got Away and catch these episodes where it's getting really juicy. Let them know.
Yeah. No, totally. You should definitely watch The One I Got Away on Amazon Prime. It's a cast of a very, very diverse cast, and it's had a lot of ups and downs, but most importantly, a lot of us found love, and the ones of us that didn't, stay in love with the people that we left with, we learned a lot about ourselves, which is going to help us out in our future endeavors.
Well, there we have it. Guys, I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. I laughed more than I thought I was going to laugh. I was made aware of new trends, and I learned more about relationships. So this, all in all, was a great interview. Hope you guys agree. If you guys don't agree, I can't do nothing about it. I'm sorry. Just don't watch me anymore. Please don't tune in anymore if you don't like that interview.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't change that. But yeah, thank you, Nigel, and thank you for coping with our scheduling and trying to figure it out. And again, I'm rooting for you. Anything you got going forward, for sure.
No, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you.
Yes. Well, you go on and enjoy your day. You got some daylight left. There's probably a pool around, and you know what to do when you get there.
Jacket's right there. I'm ready. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.